just wanted to ask tonight, Sheikh, we're at home at the moment and a lot of us, mashallah, are getting a lot of messages on our mobile phone. And recently, some of the messages that are coming through, they're not being verified. So wanted the Islamic perspective of how important it is to have the verification before actually posting messages and sending them on.
Okay. It's a very important question. And it's something which, as we go from one day to the next, as one piece of information can go viral, excuse the pun, very, very quickly. It can spread amongst thousands of people in the space of half an hour, and things like that. And then, it could be the case that that person or that piece of information isn't quite correct. Now, if we think about the intentions of brothers and sisters, and we're not questioning anyone's intention, and the origin is that we assume that the Muslims are trying to do good. And it's important as well to look at the standing of that individual as well. If we know that person to be a good individual, a good standing within the community, okay, we can make mistakes. It can happen. That doesn't mean that we just cast that person away, okay, or that person's reputation is suddenly in the gutter, okay. Like everybody in any situation, they want to be the first to tell others to do good or to stay away from something that's bad. This is a very good approach. But on the same token, if you like, you have to be very careful that what you are going to share. Because we live in a time where, you mentioning something can cloud the understanding of not just 2 or 3 people, but thousands and thousands of people, and you don't want to be responsible for that. Yeah. So at times, it might be just worth just hanging back a little bit. Just, if you've got, to kind of, how are you going to verify that information? Try to verify it as much as you can, okay? And then you need to do what's necessary. It might not even, you don't have to put everything on social media. Okay, sometimes, it's worth doing that because you can contact a lot of people in one go. But not everything you do has to go on social media, okay? Not everything you eat, not everything you wear, the time that you woke up, the time that you went to sleep. People don't need to know that information, okay? Yeah. So, be careful, be very, very careful about the information that is being spread. You don't want to be the cause of any fitna or confusion, and that comes back to you. You just don't need that. You don't need that. So, as I mentioned earlier, sometimes just take a back seat. You don't need to be involved in every single thing. Wallahu a'lam.